Everyone place the puts on AMC. I'm kidding. I've learned my lesson. I am not placing puts against Wall Street bets. Never again. Actually, AMC, I'm kind of staying far away from the stock overall. I do believe there is upside on the stock. I'm going to give you a little bit of TA and go over a few reports written out by the street and other sources, because I'm telling you something. Wall Street bets looks like they're about to win another one. So the CEO of AMC dropped some very bullish news today for the stock, which has them really pushing up. And it's kind of not just Wall Street bets momentum. It's actually pretty bullish news when compared to Cinemark and IMAX. AMC was definitely lagging behind in value. But before we get to that content, I need you to do one thing and one thing only. Hit that sub button down below, leave a thumbs up, and make sure you have the notifications turned on. I'm talking about every single stock that I'm trading on this channel, my long-term gems as well, and the stocks that the viewers are requesting. Actually, today I had a crap ton of requests about AMC, so that's why I'm here. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. So I'm going to give you the big news first. If you don't know already, the CEO of AMC came out and said that bankruptcy is officially off the table. If you've been following AMC throughout this whole COVID case, they've taken in large influxes of cash all throughout the year. It's now looking like they're ready to get back on their feet and reopen the doors pretty soon now that the vaccine is actually here. Before we get into too much more content, I want you to watch a really quick video from the street going over the stock analysis.
AMC Entertainment Holdings, the world's largest movie theater chain, taking bankruptcy off the table. The company announcing on Monday that it's now secured a total of $917 million in additional financing. That's through the issuance of additional equity, some 200 million shares, as well as some different raising of debt. So the company is actually borrowing from capital markets in order to keep its operations going at least through the end of 2021, when it expects people will come back to the theaters and start watching the big screen again. Now, AMC was always rumored to really be struggling through the pandemic. Actually, it wasn't even a rumor, it was fact. The bottom line is a lot of those theaters were shut down. Consumers, even if they were open, were not interested in going into a dark theater with other individuals sitting next to them, simply because the pandemic is so contagious. And a lot of the shift has been more towards streaming content, with the likes of HBO and Disney Plus and other offers really going forward in terms of releasing types of big blockbuster movies and new releases to the small screen. Now, for its part, AMC always contended that no, people are going to come back to the theaters eventually, and when things do turn around, they will do so in very large numbers. And so what it's been trying to do is basically continue with its operations as long as possible and just try to keep things afloat. Now, very specifically, it basically literally said, we are taking bankruptcy off the table. That came from AMC Entertainment CEO himself. They also said that they now have enough financial runway to really get themselves right through the bulk of 2021, at which point they do hope that vaccines, herd immunity, and certainly a recovery overall, not only in terms of economic growth, but clearly in terms of health, encourage people to go back to the theaters and to begin spending their time, effort, and money on new releases that they want to see on the big screen. So good news for AMC overall. The shares still down roughly 50-odd% over the last 12 months, so certainly not out of the woods, but certainly expectations by investors pushing the stock much higher on Monday. For TheStreet.com, I'm Corey Goldman.
On a long-term scale, AMC is not the stock that I'm touching, and I don't really recommend it at all. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't recommend anything. Keep that in mind. But I would not touch this with the 10-foot pole. They've raised $917 million in debt and equity since COVID. If we look at the value of AMC compared to Cinemark and IMAX, it was lagging far behind. The stock has been consolidating for some time, and the upside was kind of predictable. Let's take a deeper look at this overall report. So the first thing, shares of AMC Holdings soared on Monday after the cinema chain operator said that it raised $917 million in debt and equity that takes bankruptcy off the table and allows it to extend its financial runway. Now, I don't love the word financial runway. So again, if you're on a long-term aspect of this, but I assume that most Wall Street bets people are just full sending call options for the next month or two. If that, you're honestly probably 2 weeks out, just saying full send it, baby, GameStop part 2, let's go. Actually, let's look at what a Wall Street bet person actually posted today. I'm just here to encourage the AMC gain train. Do what you can. Enjoy the gains, brothers. And then, of course, we have all the degens behind them, baby. Full send.
Here is the world heavyweight champion. You know, girls, why don't you give it to him one more time? Woo! That's who's standing here today.
Hey, You gotta love one thing about Wall Street bets, they stick together. And by stick together, I mean they place all their money into these stocks. Absolutely insane. We can look more at the report and get an overall view of this, but like I said, long term, no one's really looking at AMC to actually put their stock in and hold it for the coming months. I think that's a very dangerous game. Honestly, GameStop's probably a safer stock than AMC at this point. But what I do want to do is take a really quick look at the charts and give you my overall evaluation of where I see us going in the coming days, maybe 2 weeks. Okay, so as you see, we kind of had a downtrend right here. And then we hit another level at this level. So we hit this level at about $2 flat and then rose up to about $2.20 and trended at this range from the 5th of January all the way over about the 15th, so about 10 days consolidating. And then we saw a massive push up. But one thing that you could really look at is on my indicator, we were riding that monthly level. We were just riding it, just ready for a pump. As you see, volume was accumulating as well. This is one of the very bullish signs for some of these stocks. You can really see volume staying pretty sideways, just accumulating, getting ready for that initial push up. And then as we look at the stock here, we get that first leg up, and you can see we're clearly just bull flagging here. Just a quick little flagger pennant, and then another push up. Also the same thing with the volume, mounting that other resistance and kind of holding it as a support. Now, I think we get a quick test of it tomorrow, but I think there is more upside coming. We're actually pulling up to this level, holding that overall support. The short-term target is going to be $15.80 for me, and then $7 to $7.50. I don't know if we get a press over $7.50. That'd be absolutely crazy. It would be a whole nother GameStop situation on our hands. I don't think this is as big of a short squeeze as GameStop, and I don't really think this is a short squeeze here, but only time will tell. And this is just my assumption and what I think is going to happen. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to long the stock. This is just where I see it. Personally, I'm sitting on the sidelines here. I just don't feel comfortable enough, but I know some of you guys are very risky, so I'm just giving you what I would do if I was here. All these targets are based on past resistances and supports, as you see right here. We held it right here. And then this is the last support right here. You can see we were trending in this area, getting wicks, rejections all across the board. This is a pretty big one. And then the next one is this $7 to $7.50, give or take. Really think the $5.70 to 80 cents is going to be the hard one to break above. But if we do that, we have a lot of more room for upside. But in conclusion, what I will 100% not be doing, putting any puts on this stock. There is no way. The risk to reward is not there. Maybe if you're going 6 months out, but I just don't see the play there. Looking at the market, there's a lot of other stocks you could be playing if you want to put some puts out. This is not the one to be playing. I do think there is some more upside coming. We're seeing massive amounts of volume kicking into here. I just don't feel comfortable with puts personally, so I'm staying out of this play. I do think there is some upside, but I am not a degen. I do not trade like this. This is not my style. I just wanted to give you guys an update. And for the guys requesting this, I had about 10 requests overall about this stock. So I had to just make this video for you guys. Make sure you hit that sub down below, leave a thumbs up, and turn those notifications on. If you have a request for the next video, comment it down below, and I will probably make a video tonight going over it. Have a good one, guys. Namaste.